Hey, yo, I'm going to be reacting to the fruits of evolution before I knew it. My life had made episode 1. Okay, that's quite the title there. And I'll be starting my reaction in 1, 0, go. Oh, man, I'm pumped up for this because the key visual looks really good. Main character kind of reminds me of the main guy from Excel World, at least from the key visual. That's a pretty cool name. Yeah, it definitely doesn't look like Earth, although someone could have also assumed they might have been something in the past too. But hey, at least that gives us confirmation that it's. I wonder if he unlocked some kind of special ability or some kind of weapon. Or a check into his potential harm, maybe? Oh boy, I wonder if he's gonna get slapped looking at her nude or. Whoa! That already sounds like a red flag. If I'm gonna be asking, why would you want to marry? Do you have any some kind of like a major depths to someone after you? Like that's what I would be thinking. I'd be like, it'd be way too good to be true if I were in his spot. Because I don't know about y'all, but I'd be paranoid as fuck. Yo, how do you lose all that? Okay, he will. Okay, he doesn't look ugly. But yeah, he is. He was definitely on the heavier side before he got his gun or transported. Whoa. I just love how this dude just says it all matter of fact as if it's like the most casual thing ever. That's pretty fucked up. I've been doing how he's doing all this without even asking for anyone's consent. My guess is that the people transported are not going to be all equal because I feel sorry for the ones that are going to end up with potentially super low status. I mean, lately Isekai anime have loved using JRPG mechanics, so this actually ain't surprising. I mean, even Seri and Shoki utilizing some JRPG like mechanics in the previous season too. Oh, I wonder if that's actually true or if he's making this shit up just okay, maybe the stats he's not making up. But I wonder if he's making up the other shit just to be a dick. You know what? I hope our boy trains the fuck up and proves all these fools wrong for rejecting him. I just hope that special kill doesn't make our protagonist too overly broken there, because I was kind of hoping that he'd be the type to be working his way up to be a badass, you know? I don't know how I feel about protagonists where they gift wrap their abilities, because usually when that happens in Isekai anime usually turn to shit. Not saying it happens all the time, but it happens in the majority of cases. I know because I've seen all the non-sequel, non-spin-off animes for 6 seasons straight, at least most of them. So that's how I know why. You know, I am surprised for someone that's been there for 5 days. Those look pretty fucking fresh, though. Like, seriously, his clothes look like they came straight out of like a dry cleaner. Well, how spotless they look. I'm assuming he's gonna probably feed a creature, and that's gonna end up being the chick that falls in love with him. Alas, sort of like a drugstore and another world isekai anime that came out the previous season, where you had its main protagonist raging give food to this wolf, which ended up turning into Noelle, who ended up being a wolf girl that fell in love with the pro tag. I wouldn't be surprised if this series does something similar with the red haired chick. And saying that, the main girl does have a little smile, though. I ain't gonna lie. You know, when the tree is falling that way in a direction, you run horizontally, not vertically. I'm just joking. Obviously, when you're running, you're not gonna have your senses and all your bearings unless you're experienced in dealing with a lot of dangerous scenarios. Okay, looks like there's going to be some romance-esque stuff going on in the series, which I don't mind one bit, provided they develop it well, though. I can only hope it's because the main protagonist earns legitimate feelings of the ladies, and it isn't because he's the main protagonist. Because you don't know these isekai anime nowadays. It's hard to trust them. I've seen so many of them fall apart. I'm kind of a bit paranoid on them now. But in saying that, I do think the character designs look decent. And the action does look stiff in the opening, though. I mean, you do have speed lines, a few stills here and there. That ain't exactly the best looking sign for an anime opening. But hey, maybe they're saving the cool stuff for the actual episode. And for some reason, my timer went to shit. I mean, yeah, at least the thing wasn't poisonous. Could have been worse. Oh, shit. Yeah, an ad was about to show up on this. I was still saw the subtitles, but an ad was about to show up, and I didn't want to risk getting a copyright strike. So that's why I had to cover this shit up quickly. Don't worry, though. I actually saw it was on screen, though. I'm assuming he's going to see the red ape. Or not. Okay, that means they're probably, they're like 119 levels above him. He ain't even in the same league. All right, yeah. My timer is normal now. Oh, man, my timer was stupid as fuck. I don't think you should be stealing that. I think you should have used this appraisal ability just to check if there are anyone around the area, because if there's any apes still around the area, he is fucked. I don't know if we should be taking. I mean, I guess I could see why he would be considering taking them all, but it just feels like too much of a risk, though. Man, fuck all these other students. Honestly, don't feel any sympathy for them at all. Considering how they treated our main pro tag. I'm surprised anyone's still keeping tabs on Seichi. Because seriously, it seemed like the whole school had out for Seichi. just off the impression I got in like the first bit in the episode. But I mean, if the thing is purple, there's a likelihood that the thing was going to be motherfucking poison. Who knows? Maybe one of the abilities is going to be for him to adjust his body depending on what he eats. Maybe that's why he gains like the super fit, athletic looking body. That's my guess. Fixed it. For those who wonder how I knew exactly what the timer was, I can look at I can look at my screen that also has the episode playing on another screen and the timer too. So that's how I know how to set it up without looking at that directly. Whoa! I mean, he was being a little bit overly ambitious. Yeah, to be expect. Biggest surprise is how is he still alive considering all of his skills were level 1 though before he got Isekai? You would think with the monkey being level 120, it would have decimated him in like one hit. Unless it's holding back its blood. Oh yeah, the stick. It did. Wait, did he just kill something with his butt? What the fuck? Okay, I'll give it some originality points. That's the first time I've seen an isekai where a main character kills something utilizing his fucking body odor. Oh, that's a first in quite a while. I even love like the retro game vibes when it has with this OST too, playing while he's reading that book. I'm assuming now he's gonna get his slim looking bod. But then in the opening, we see him like go from like the slim bod to his original fat bod. So I wonder if that's only going to be temporary, or not temporary, but only in certain scenarios. Oh man! Oh. So one of these level 1001 now, or is it just this? Wait. So you're saying he could potentially get? Hey, that's a good thing though. If all of his stats went, I don't think you should be complaining though, because if all of his stats went up like that, and the dude's only level 1, oh man, only imagine how much broken he can get if he gets to level 2. How much extra stat bucks he's gonna get. That actually doesn't seem like a bad thing at all, actually. I like those little flies in your lines. Kind of reminds me of the zone animation from Kuroko no Basket. Okay, I'll give the director some credit. Even though, yes, the animation looks stiff, at least when he does the teleportation animation, it's storyboarded and directed well enough towards where the director's doing a decent job of screening the fact that they don't have good animators to work with. So it's a decent usage of a low budget. I'll give it some credit because some animes when they have low budgets, it's atrocious with like black screens, flashing lights, or speed lens. At least here you're seeing they're trying to avoid that shit. It's still badly animated though, but badly animated with decent direction at the very least. So it could be worse. Kind of reminds me of a Dragon Quest a little bit when it shows like the overworld map. How do you forget that was going to happen? Though? If something were that painful, that'd be the first thing I remember, the pain. Who knows? Maybe we'll gain a Super Saiyan-like form. No, okay, no. Probably not that. Oh, I'm assuming it's going to be that chick. Because of the key visual. Because in the key visual, it shows that ape-looking thing on the left, and it shows the chick that falls in love with our main boy on the right. I like how she's all like, "Nine." Oh man, I like how he instantly holds ass. I just love the confidence of the Kaiser monkey. Okay, that actually looked decent. The explosion. What the fuck is it going, Gaga? Wait, what? Oh! And I love the art style too, where he's got a super shaded face too. He's gonna have to dodge again. Yeah, I mean, shit. She was about to launch an attack like would have killed him if he wouldn't have dodged it. Wow. Damn, the dude's dripping blood. Okay, they actually animated those attacks decently. Oh. The first attack should have been apparent that she was trying to kill him. I mean, that's a cute name. I don't know if he should have said that. Or maybe he should have because of. He really should have tried talking it out because the gap between him and her are just. I can't understand why he would because of fear and shock. Did he just jump in the fucking air? Oh boy. Okay, I mean, that was epic. It felt like that was just a warm up exercise for Sadia, and that's it. I thought for a second he was gonna try surrendering or running away. Oh, Joseph Joestar style for a second. I just love the look of confusion on her face. It's cute. It looks like he only giving himself a shower. Yeah, he did. It looked like a spell meant for showering. Again, decent. It would have been better if they would have shown him block the main attack with some impact animation. Okay, now resorting to a bit of, and then here when they punch him in the face, you can tell there was key animation, but you didn't see any second key animation, so it looked like it's like it lag skipped when he got punched. I mean, he could try utilizing the bad body order again. That might be an option. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If he's lucky, maybe Sadia is more sensitive to scent since she is a female. So it might actually be able to work. Oh! I think it was going to be enough. What the fuck? That's creepy. How will that even work biologically? Oh, man. All right. I enjoyed it. But in saying that, yes, I enjoyed it. But there are weaknesses. But I thought it had more positives, though. So here's what I'm going to rate it. If I had to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, and 10 being exceptional, here's the thing. Had the animation been absolutely amazing, I'd be like, all right, this is like a 8 or 7 out of 10. But the animation quality does kill a bit of the enjoyment. So on my scale, I would give it a 5 out of 10 for average. Because the script carried this episode. I like the dialogue. I like the humor. Yes, I could see the humor. If anyone hates dirty toy-like humor, I could see someone hating it, and I wouldn't blame them. But me personally, I don't mind crass humor much as long as there's some originality. And okay, I gotta admit the 80s kind of cute. Kind of gives me a bit of Mario Kart vibes. And now that just gives me old school RPG vibes, and you see him walking with this whole arm. So all in all, cute little AD. I like it. Find me to the moon. Okay, the singer has a beautiful voice. I'm assuming 1001 for all stats. Oh. Yeah, I ain't gonna memorize all them skills. Oh my. That's pretty damn nifty there. A shame it didn't work for him in this and been in the episode. I think he should be happy because he'd have been dead without a stench performer. Okay, at least now we have the context as to what happened to Sadia. All right. The preview looks pretty decent. Now, let me start out with what I liked about this episode. Actually, like the stench performance skill because usually in anime, when you have isekai protagonist to battle, we usually see him have some kind of like epic sword, epic blast attack to kill the enemies. But rarely do you see of the body order of a isekai protagonist be the thing that actually defeats the foe. Okay, what the fuck? But in a good way. And that's what I liked about this episode. You have the main character resolve things through that. I like how they instantly quantify him as an underdog with how people were picking on him. It kind of makes you want to root for him. And to top it all off, something else I liked about this episode too. I do like the fact, aside from like the hilarious way our boy resolves things, I like the fact that when it comes to Seichi, he actually has a pretty level-headed personality, because I like how he waited for the monkeys to go before he started stealing their shit. And additionally, some of the tactics he employed, like utilizing his body odor when he was going up against Sadia, was a pretty technically sound way of handling things. I mean, how was he to know that I ended up attracting that gorilla, though? So there were positives in the episode from a narrative standpoint. And yes, there were negatives, though. But those have to do mostly with the visuals, though. It was kind of tough to get emotionally invigorating and watching the fight scenes when they were either done with still shots, when they were done with like characters being off model, or literally when it came to the teleportation animation, it felt weak, because usually when characters teleport, you see the environments affected when you have an anime with like a bigger production budget. Here you can tell there's not much production budget, so when you see things like teleportation, it's kind of tough to be excited, because y'all know me. I've watched a lot of action anime. I mean, I have seen all the non-sequel, non-spin-off animes for 6 seasons straight. And this is my 7th season now. So it's really apparent here. So that's why the lack of budget is affecting my enjoyment, because part of the intrigue in the series is seeing how Seichi deals with the dangerous situations. But it's like, how am I going to be fully invested in the dangerous situations he's in if they're poorly animated? And saying that, I like the humor. So that's why I thought, for the most part, the script had more positives and negatives. And I do like Seichi, that he's smart, but he does have his quirks to him, like how he instantly bleeds when he finds a lady that absolutely desires him. I like that. At least not like the usual protags where you have lady characters fall all over them and they just completely ignore them. I like that here. He accepts the feelings of affections thrown towards him. So that's it as far as isekai anime go. Well, yes, you have seen other isekai anime do this. You don't see it happen too much, so it's refreshing. That's why I thought, from a character and story standpoint, it did mostly well for itself. You already know my thoughts on the animation quality. It was below average, but you can tell the director here at least knows what they're doing, because they know that they have a low budget. So they at least try to, even though they might not be fully dumb punches, they at least try to put as many, even though they're low quality keyframes, they try to at least put some keyframes in before punches land. And some of the attacks do look decent. Like when Sadia attacked the ground, it looked decent. But for the most part, though, it's a weak visual effort. Hopefully it gets better in episode 2, though, because I'll definitely be checking that out. Art quality was a little bit more reassuring, though. At least when it comes to the art quality, the character designs were for the most part on model. And at least there wasn't any poor uses of CGI on the positive side, which I'm so used to seeing that in isekai anime nowadays. Oh, thank you for not using CGI. At least there's that, because I watched Tesla Note yesterday, and that is the stuff of nightmares. Thankfully, it was not like Tesla Note, though. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the visuals. Voice performances were great, though. It was standout. I thought everyone did a great job, especially Seichi's voice actor. He was great. I cannot wait to hear his performance in episode 2. I got a feeling it's going to make me burst out laughing, though, because if I was already having some laughs witnessing how his voice sounded this week, oh man, I am pumped up to see what's going to happen next week. And yeah, that's why overall, if I had to rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, 10 being exceptional, I had to go with the 5 out of 10 for average. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I would really love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, or subscribe if you do not want to miss my reaction to episode 2, because I'm definitely going to be reacting to episode 2. Hope y'all share it, because what I'm doing this season is I'm going to pretty much be reacting to the non-sequel, non-spin-off animes, but whichever anime on a specific day gets the most views, I'll be prioritizing them first. Now, today, my reaction lineup's also going to include a main Warrior at the Borderline, and it's also going to include another anime that has to do with vampires. So whichever of the three get the most views is going to be priority number one when the reactions, and then so on, priority number two and priority number three. So I recommend y'all share it, because if you want me to react to this first, it has to pretty much outdo a main Warrior at the Borderline. And you know what? I'll look up the name of the other anime I'll be reacting to today. It has to beat out that one and The Vampire Dies in No Time. But yeah, still love it overall, and I'll still react to this for sure. It's just a matter of when next week. But anyways, y'all, thank you very much for watching my video, and I hope y'all have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.